Hey Rangers, welcome back to another video, and today I've got to admit, for the Hasbro Pulse Friday, they did a FanFest Friday, which was basically all about Power Rangers and what they're coming out, and dear God, did they get some good stuff out there. So we've had tons and tons and tons of information. We've had new toys. We've also had the Ranger reveal as well. We've just had loads of stuff just drop on us, and I kind of really want to talk about it. The main thing is, first of all, we saw that they did the toys for King Sphinx and also Pumpkin Wrapper, and we've got loads. Now, one thing I didn't really kind of like is that King Sphinx doesn't have a nose, and it feels like they've not painted it, and that literally says everything about it. It doesn't sit right. It looked really weird, and it's pretty much ready to kind of go. So yeah, that kind of felt a little bit weird. I don't know why the light adjusts when I sit over here. So they've done this, and it looks okay to me, but I think King Sphinx needs to kind of change just the nose, just to add it. It's not Krillin. So after that, we had the talks about Spd Blue and as well as the A Squad Ranger that it was. So A and B Squad, that's fine. We had Dan Astromna and Andros, and they looked absolutely cool. So to me, wasn't that much of a big deal. So it was nice to actually see that they had the toys and ready to go. Was okay with that. Kind of really liked it. The major big things was I wasn't expecting so much Rear Soldier stuff right now. I generally kind of thought we'd see, I don't know, just maybe a hint at what we've got, but we've got quite a bit. So if I go back to the stream, the chat, I'm going to talk about the chat in another video. But pretty much, I think the main villain, like the guy who had like the big stuff, is Boom Tower. So they're bringing out that one, which I thought was kind of cool. We saw the packaging for the new Rangers, and we saw new keys, obviously, to activate the morphing stuff. All of that was absolutely kind of perfect. So to me, I generally kind of really liked seeing that, and I generally didn't think we'd see any of these toys straight away. So just kind of looking at it, you know, they look spot on. I thought we were going to get Lightning Collection, that they were going to show the Red Ranger. So with this, you do get the kind of keys to go with it, which they don't flip, which I'm not too fussed about, but I kind of wish that they did make them kind of flip. I think then you're following what the show's going to be. They generally had the same sort of thing, which was just going to be that they go inside like the heads and stuff, and then the morpher. So the morpher was fine. It looked a bit bulky. Like when you have the morpher, you literally just like spin it around and it feels kind of more fluidy. But in the video, they showed that it looked a bit kind of like clunky, that you have to really kind of force it around, which I'm not too fussed about, but it did look kind of cool. It looks cheap in my eyes, but I'm guessing like you can't have everything. Plus it was just a prototype, so I'm not going to go full onto this and go like, oh crap, we're getting a really bad morpher this year. It does look good. It does look fine. It's just cheap looking in my eyes. Now, the one thing that really kind of caught my eye was the Megazord, and it looks amazing. It looks really, really, really nice. I generally really like the look of it, and considering what you can do with this, it's actually got articulation, it's got ball joints, it's got everything to actually make it pose properly, and this I generally really, really liked. It feels like this could be a proper Megazord, like an actual toy. It kind of reminds me of like the dinosaurs in Transformers. So I'm guessing that because they've got the guy working on that for the Transformers stuff, that we're going to see this. So yeah, I'm generally kind of like surprised. I did see in the chat that people are going like, oh my god, what are they going to do? It looks really bad, blah blah blah. But to be fair, when you look at this looks absolutely cool. Like, I don't think you can pose the Japanese one at all. Like, it's just static, and they said like they were going to get rid of the bulky Megazord design, and I generally kind of thought that was cool. So seeing this one, like being able to pose properly, you know, it means that you can add more to the scene that you're playing, and this is what I kind of want. This is what I've wanted from Megazords for such a long time, because posing them, just leaving them just standing up, to me isn't a Zord. It just feels like it's a hunk of plastic. But this I am very much looking forward to. Even in the picture that they've got, even though it says like early prototypes subject to change, if they keep it like this, it's going to be fantastic. I just love the fact that you're going to be able to pose them properly rather than just kind of just leave it. So I think the main things those were the kind of main stuff. They talked about the comic books coming out as well, but I'm not particularly really kind of bothered on it. Oh, here you go. Here's the Morpher. Morpher to me looks kind of really bad. I think that they do need to kind of change it, but for what it is, mwah. The keys, now again, I'm just going to go over it again because in case I forgot it, they don't flip. I've already said that. I don't really like the kind of holographic side. I think that to me looks a bit kind of like they could have spent time doing this, like flipping them properly. So if the Japanese can make it, I'm sure that you guys can make it, because hence you own the whole property. So moving into the kind of next part is that we have our Rangers, and they revealed who is going to be the green and black Ranger. So we have Tessa Rayo, who is the Dino Fury Green Ranger, and then we also have Chase Perez, who is the Dino Fury Black Ranger. We still don't know who is going to be the Gold Ranger. Well, we kind of do. But I kind of really wanted to talk about this, as you can probably see it in the reflection of my glasses. Basically, we have them, and I love the reaction of how, I think over the past couple of months, or weeks or whatever, when this was mentioned, like there was going to be a green female ranger, or female green ranger, that everyone was like, no, how dare they, it has to be the male because Tommy, and that sort of stuff, and has to be like to the Sentai and blah, blah, blah. And the fact that they changed it up, perfect. So I'm very happy that we're getting a female Green Ranger. And everyone literally went, yes, finally, woo, and all that. But then I think a few people were not happy whatsoever, which kind of made me go, ha ha ha. People are going like, are they going to like change the footage? And to be fair, like I will say this, at the end of the day, they didn't refilm any footage when it came to Mighty Morphing. They didn't. So when Trini, obviously when she morphed, they didn't go out and redo all the footage. They used it. So it's just this one comment which you'll probably not see in the chat where it says, well, to making original footage than the Sentai because you have a female Dino Fury Ranger at Hasbro Pulse, and it's just, well, at the end of the day, is that chat gone? It probably has, but yeah. But at the end of the day, like, it doesn't really matter because they can easily go and do what they want. So yeah, it's kind of a lot of fun that they're doing. With all of this, I am really kind of happy about it. I think there is a lot of stuff that they've done, and to be fair, I'll give them props to a lot of stuff in this. This was handled so much better than what we'd had previously. Last time it was just like, oh, here's the toys, bye. This time it was like, here we're talking about the toys, we're talking about this, we're showing you products that we've had that, you're getting a sneak peek. And I absolutely adored this. To me, this was absolutely, I wouldn't say perfect, but I will say this is 10 times better than previously. So I'm glad that they're taking this into consideration. But yeah, I'm kind of really happy about it. Would I get some of these toys? I think I'll get the Rangers. Oh yeah, they showed some Dino Fury toys. Obviously they had like the kind of standard toys you're going to get with the keys. Then they had these like kind of morphing, like these kind of like bigger toys where they showed some of the names. So Battle Attackers is what this is, and I kind of really like it. It's kind of going through the play school type of era from what we've seen, but I've got a feeling that we're going to see a lot more kind of monsters that we may not get in the 6-line ones. So these are going to be kind of perfect if you want to get them. It also does kind of remind me of like, do you remember the original Power Rangers, the karate action ones and stuff? This is what it kind of reminds me of. This one to me, I'm kind of very excited for because it feels like it's going to be a whole different type of kind of monster at the same time. The Battle Attackers, I'm really kind of happy about this because it reminds me of the play school era but it also means that if on the 6-inch line, that if you don't get the monster that you want, you could possibly get it in this. So obviously you have to get another ranger, or they could just do villain packs, etc, etc. So for all of this, I'm kind of happy. I probably don't like the rangers that much, but for the rest of the stuff, I'm very much happy. There are some things that I'm going to get, and there are some things that I'm not going to get, but so far, very happy with everything that's come out from Hasbro Pulse, and I feel like they've done a lot better this time than kind of like meh, should we say. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts about all of this? The products, are you going to be getting them? Are you kind of happy that they're bringing out a lot more stuff, or are you kind of a bit, I'm going to pass on a lot of stuff? So let me know down below in the comments, and if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.